Hey everyone, Jason Shepard here of MzeroA.com, and one thing I want to talk to you about today is chair flying. Ironically, as we sit in our Cessna 172 furniture, we're talking about chair flying. Makes it more appropriate, I guess. Chair flying is the art of sitting in your big, comfy, lazy boy chair and working through your flight maneuvers. It's not something I created. In fact, the Blue Angels even chair fly, and you'll see them chair fly. They take it up a notch. You'll see them oftentimes on the ramp at the air shows, and they stand as they would be flying in formation, and they walk on the ramp as they were really doing it in formation. We can take the same thing that these awesome military pilots use and adopt it to general aviation. I often talk about chair flying your traffic pattern. I've had some of my ground school members really take this up a notch with their spouse's permission, I'm sure, and they spray painted a runway in their backyard and they walked the traffic pattern. They imagined making those turns. They said those radio calls out loud as they perfected that traffic pattern all the way around. Chair flying is such a great skill because you've heard me say that learning to fly really starts on the ground. Why? Because as the director of aerospace at Polk State College, my friend Eric Crump said, the airplane is a terrible classroom. Learn everything we can on the ground. And it starts with chair flying. Here's my homework for you. What can you be chair flying? Maybe you're in your training, you can be chair flying your traffic pattern, your emergency procedures, your flight maneuvers. Maybe you're working on your instrument right now. You can chair fly your approach briefs. You can take it up a notch and connect ForeFlight or FlyQ with X-Plane and be flying on the simulator and practicing those approach briefs while the airplane's still moving forward through fictitious time on the simulator. Maybe you're just trying to stay proficient. You're in between private and instrument, or maybe you're not seeking any more certificates or ratings. You're just looking to be a good pilot who's always learning. Well, you can do that by chair flying. Chair fly your emergency procedures. What would you do if the engine quit? What would you do if you had an in-flight fire? What about an engine fire on start? These are things that when it hits the fan, a checklist isn't always readily available or easy to read in the heat of the moment. You need to have this stuff memorized. I encourage you, I challenge you to chair fly. So your homework, leave me a comment down below this video on what are some items you chair fly, maybe something I didn't mention. I love to hear back from you guys. Listen, if you're just starting out in your training, chair flying is one of many techniques we mention in our book, The Private Pilot Blueprint. It's what I wish someone would have told me before I started my flight training. There'll be an ad that'll run after this video for you to learn more about that. But guys, I can't wait to read your comments about chair flying. Enjoy the rest of your day, and most importantly, remember that a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. See ya. I wrote the Private Pilot Blueprint with the intention of, if I could do my flight training over, what I wish someone would have told me. And I want that book to be yours for free. All I ask is that you pay shipping. Visit privatepilotblueprint.com to get your free copy.